What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to episode number 229 of the Nonsense Review. That's right, as everybody knows, 229 is the natural number that comes after 228 and before 230.
Jesus fucking Christ. You told me I was going to be annoyed at this.
I said you'd either find it incredibly funny or you'd be absolutely furious.
Yeah. It's kind of both.
Here's the thing, is next week we've got 230. It's a nice round number. It's a multiple of 10. I'm banking on it having something cool associated with it.
It's the time that you go to the dentist.
Oh, get out of here, Robin.
It is, though.
I know. Anyway, I'm your host as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
We are firmly in week 2 of our live-action anime month, and this week we're doing something a little bit, first of all, different, and second of all, weird from a perspective type of approach, because we're actually watching a live-action adaptation of an anime neither of us have watched. We're both vaguely aware of the name, although I'll admit, when I heard the words Yu Yu Hakusho, I thought, for some reason, it sounds like that a fucking sports anime.
Oh, shit. Isn't that Haikyuu?
I don't know what the actual name of the fucking one I'm thinking of is, but I was like, oh, it's that soccer thing, and it's like, no, it's not.
So the Haikyuu is a basketball one because he's got a high IQ. There's iShield 21. Yeah, I know, right? There's iShield 21, which is a American football anime. Figure that out. Riddle me that, Batman. I can't think of the soccer one.
No, neither can I just know it exists. But anyway.
All I'm thinking of now is the Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes.
We're the Hurricanes. Our champion spirit is here to stay.
I don't know what you're referencing, Rick.
It's a cartoon from the 90s where of a fictional football team that would go around the world winning football matches and saving the world.
So the Harlem Globetrotters from Futurama.
Yeah. And because Manchester United was popular at the time and Fergie was a big deal, they made the manager Scottish.
Sure. But yes, we're doing Yu Yu Hakusho. I didn't do any deep dive into this, mostly because I don't want to get sucked into an anime trope wormhole. Suffice to say, yes. I did the bare bones minimum research today, in that the basic premise is Yu Yu Hakusho follows a delinquent who, in a weird display of, goodness, I think is the way the fucking website described it, he jumps in front of a truck to save a child from getting run over. And I went, oh fuck, is this an isekai? Apparently not, because he speaks to some sort of representative of the god of the dead, and it turns out he's perfect for demon hunting.
Okay.
So he's given a second lease at life. In return, he has to do some demon hunting bullshit. That's my understanding from the synopsis I was given. If I'm incorrect, I do humbly apologise to the free weebs that are watching this.
So he essentially gets isekai back to Earth.
Well, no, because isekai means going to a different world.
Typically,
I suppose if he's now being introduced to supernatural elements where he wasn't before, I guess you could argue that's a type of different world, but it's weird, a weird spin on it.
He gets all the isekai tropes applied to the same Earth that he was meant to depart.
I guess, but I don't know. Maybe he can't interact with the normal world and can only interact with spirits. Maybe he is just back to his regular life, except now he has to beat up ghosts.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, I believe that some of these characters were in the Jump's Ultimate Superstars crossover fighting game.
Yeah, it was in Shonen Jump when it was a manga.
Yeah, it was a Shonen Jump thing. So I've done my best to forget about everything, so I will be learning everything for the first time, essentially.
Yeah, although because we started our live-action anime adaptation month with Death Note, which we're both intimately familiar with, we know that took massive departures from the original. However, that was also an explicit Western adaptation. This is Japanese, so
sure, okay.
They might be more faithful to the source material. Who knows? It's less of an adaptation and more of a we're trying to do the story again, but with real actors. At least that's what my takeaway is. Just a side note: we were going to do Full Metal Alchemist. However, for some bizarre reason, Netflix has part 2 and 3 of the live-action movies, but not part 1, and we're not jumping in at part 2 because that's stupid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have part 1 on one of my hard drives somewhere.
I'm sure you do, but it's one of those where we've got 2 other things that we're pretty sure are still on Netflix, so let's stick with those.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh shit, it was probably on that phone that got nicked.
Well, then you don't have it.
Yeah, then I don't have it.
So yes, that brings us to a close on the summary. I know it was brief today, my apologies, but again, I partly also didn't want to spoil shit for myself.
Yes!
This was like a manga from the 90s, I believe, so,
Yeah,
spoilers abound on the internet.
Maybe a bit later, but it was essentially a contemporary of later Dragon Ball.
Well, there you go then. But yes, those of you unfamiliar with the show, what we like to do before we jump into the reaction and the review itself is we like to talk about our weeks and the goings-on in the wide universe. So with that in mind, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
I have had an uncommonly eventful week with what the things I've watched have been.
Yay!
So, King of the Hill dropped. And I've watched like 5 episodes of it. It's fine. For people that liked King of the Hill, it's a return to form. For people that don't like King of the Hill, you can skip it. Easy as.
The interesting thing is I've been having Bob's Burgers on in the background while doing other tasks lately, so Disney Plus has been prominently featured on my TV. They are promoting this quite heavily. And I gotta be honest with you, Rick, it looks weird. Like, the art style looks too crisp.
Yeah, that's kind of one of a lot of people's... I say a lot of people. One of the criticisms I've heard about it is that, yes, it does look a little bit too... fluid. Fluid, like you said, crisp, that's a pretty good word for it. You said fluid, that's a pretty good word for it. It looks not gritty enough, because I think the last time they did it was... I think they did do it with digital art before it went to its first cancellation, but when it first started, it very definitely was very much like The Simpsons drawn by hand. And you can kind of see where the charm has been removed piecemeal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to criticise any of the content of it. I've never been a fan of King of the Hill. I will admit, because of the heavy advertising push on the YouTubes with the shorts and the clips suddenly being recommended everywhere, I did catch some of it, and some of it's quite funny. Apparently that's just like a go-to trick nowadays when people are releasing stuff, because they've done the exact same thing with Dexter.
Okay.
Serial killer show, not laboratory.
Oh shit, live action Dexter's Lab. Where he murders Dee Dee in episode 1.
That would be awful.
I know. And then she haunts him. Oh man. Yeah, so it's fine. Dale Gribble's voice is very obviously an impersonation. It's almost there, but you can never quite replace someone who's passed away. He's the main one that's passed away that's had to be replaced. The other ones that I can think of are John Redcorn, who passed away very recently.
I think surely he would have provided the voice in time.
Yeah, he did. So he's provided the voice for this entire season, and I believe the next season, which has already been confirmed.
For those of you who don't know, by the way, I don't follow King of the Hill, but he was murdered horribly in a hate crime.
Yes.
So it hits the community a bit harder because it was so unnecessary. There was, it wasn't drugs, it wasn't a disease that people knew was coming. It was just an arsehole being an arsehole.
Yeah. And Luann and Lucky have both passed away as well, but they apparently just don't appear in this season. But their child does, so they're kind of there in spirit.
No idea who those characters are, so it means nothing.
Okay. I finished Big Mouth.
Jesus Christ, why?
To finish it, because I've watched the penultimate season, and now I've watched the final season. It comes to
I tapped
an
out
actual
a lot
ending.
earlier than you, at least.
Oh, yes.
So that kind of makes sense.
I think you tapped out pretty much after we did that one episode in, like, season 5.
Yeah, we watched the first episode of a season when it came out, and I pretty much watched the rest of that season because, I've watched one episode, and I'm like, this is just awful.
Yeah, it's better than that season, but
low bar.
That's a very low bar. They bring things to a close with spoilers. They go into a really nebulous white beyond that is the future, and as they do, they dissolve from being animated into sketches, and that's just the end.
That doesn't sound like much of a conclusive ending at all, really.
Well, it's a case of they're going on towards their futures, and these characters basically no longer matter anymore.
They never mattered in the first place. It was a goofy comedy about, how stupid you are when you're going through puberty, which quickly stopped becoming the plot around the end of season 2.
Yeah. That said, Nick does finally go through puberty and gets redrawn with a tall body.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. And the last thing is I'm now 2 episodes away from the end of Gentry Chow. And yeah, that's, of the 3, it's the one that I've enjoyed the most. Low bar when Big Mouth is in the mix.
Like, I was just fucking stunned into silence, really, because I'm like, I don't think it's a fair comparison. Like, it looks better, it handles coming of age a lot better.
Yeah. It has more enjoyable and likable characters.
It has a plot.
Yeah, it has a plot. So the interesting thing is that they kind of veer away from Monster of the Week pretty quickly. Ed does most of the Monster of the Week stuff off screen so Gentry can have more slice of life time because she doesn't want her powers.
Ed was the little demon in the first episode, wasn't he?
Yeah, the little Gentry.
Yeah.
And he also, as part of solving all of the demon stuff, he also live streams it and becomes like a TikTok star, which is, his B plot.
Fine, whatever.
But out in the wide world, the Women's NBA now has a no-bag policy to stop dildo throwing.
Yes, the only reason I learnt about this was because someone shared a meme of Adam Driver from the last, I don't know if it was the last, one of the Star Wars films, just going, I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. The implication being hilarious as fuck.
Yeah, it's, you can stop people bringing dildos in easily. You can't stop people bringing dildos in.
Yeah. Now, I'm not entirely sure for the reason of the dildo throwing, because I'm not sure if it's for or against the protest, is basically my my source of misunderstanding. But basically, the WNBA stars, as it were, are either protesting, boycotting, or threatening to protest and boycott because they think their wages are unfair.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the background, only that the dildos are there.
Yeah, again, my big problem is I don't know if the dildos being thrown on the court are pro players or anti-players. I don't know. I've not digged into the story. I don't watch women's basketball. I don't have a horse in this race. I don't watch men's basketball either. So, don't come at me for that.
Yeah, I just thought it was, rather funny. However, the other thing that happened was a Nintendo Indie Showcase, and there are 2 things on here that I care about. One of which I already cared about. It's Glaciered. It's the entirely underwater kind of hack and slashy, maybe a little bit soulsy, but mostly hack and slashy thing where you are a kind of avian dolphin penguin hybrid.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
Describe this creature better.
That's pretty much it. It's a dolphin penguin hybrid. Like it's got a bottle nose. It's got wings that are kind of vestigial and more used as fins than wings, but they do have feathers, and the feathers are what you upgrade as part of your skill tree into things that you can shoot or use as claws or stuff like that.
So what's the perspective on this?
It's over the shoulder. It's third person, and it feels about as 3D as like an Echo the Dolphin game, where it's like full 3-axis 3D. In what way you can roam, but similar to a quote-unquote good Souls game, the levels are crafted rather than being open world.
That doesn't automatically fix the problems Souls-likes have, by the way, but it's better than being anything that's like randomly generated that isn't a roguelite. Is a bit of a red flag in my opinion.
Yeah, the levels are created, and you have full 3D exploration to go through with this instead of just 2D, and you can look up. But
so
yeah, this is something. Oh, you're not a dog. I've got this on my Steam wishlist already, but it showed up on the Nintendo Indie Showcase as well. The other thing that's on the Nintendo Indie Showcase was Mina the Hollower. This is made by the Hollow Knight developers, and it appears to be what they reimagine a classic 2D Zelda game would be like if it was made today, with all of the perspective fuckery that you can do with modern technology.
I feel so bad for the Silk Song fans at the moment, because you mentioned it's the Hollow Knight company, and they've been slavering for a release date on that shit ever since the fucking Switch 2 announcement.
Wait, no, not Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight, my bad.
Okay, never mind then. That's fine. They get a pass.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the Silk Song, dude. Like even Silk Song is recommended as a trailer to go watch after this.
I will say this. I did stumble upon a post today on Reddit that it made the front page of, "Hey guys, I became a woman before Silk song came out. And it was just a lady showing off that basically the amount of pills she's taken to complete her transition.
Fantastic.
Oh,
10 out of 10. No
Give them a
further
release date, you arseholes. I've got no horse in this race. I don't care about Hollow Knight. Never have. Probably never will. It's on my Steam. It's in my Steam library, but I just don't care. But yeah, I feel so bad for fans of that game.
Yeah, even if your release date is 2030, and even if you push it back, just give them something. Oh, jeez. But yes, that's about it for me and my week. How have you been? What have you seen?
Oh, I wasn't expecting your week to be over already.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was uncommonly packed, and I just rushed through it. So, yeah, there we go. That's it for me.
I watched The Naked Gun.
You did, and you also watched The Naked Gun 2.
No.
Didn't you watch the... Oh, no, it was our other friend who watched the old Naked Gun in preparation.
I watched the old Naked Gun, which I told you about on Monday when we did the retro. I'm talking about The Naked Gun, the new film.
Ah, okay.
I didn't feel the need to say, hey guys, I watched this old movie when I want to talk about the new movie.
Sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the old movie was in preparation, and the new movie is new.
Well, yeah, it happened to be on Netflix, and I just was like, fuck it, I'm watching a new one, I'll refresh my memory. And then, rather annoyingly, on literally the day after, I went on Netflix, and then they had Netflix 2.5, and they had Naked Gun 2.5, and Naked Gun 3 3/4, or whatever the fuck the silly suffix is. And I was like, wish I'd have watched these before the Naked Gun, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that film's good. It's pretty on brand with the style of comedy they're going for. Liam Neeson is perfect.
Yeah, good stuff.
There's so many background jokes.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's got a little bit of rewatch potential for finding background stuff that you didn't get the first time.
Oh, I don't know about that, but this is definitely a movie you can have on in the background, and this movie feels like you can divide it up into fucking YouTube shorts.
Sure. Okay.
Easily. Don't get me wrong, there's a plot here, but it's Naked Gun. Even the first film, the plot was stupid.
Yeah, the plot is there to tie the jokes together.
Absolutely. Just an example of some of the background gags when Liam Neeson, aka Frank Drebin Jr., first enters the police squad HQ. You've got a guy getting his mugshot taken, but you've got fans all set up and a person waving his hair to make it look all fancy and dramatic. You've got the cold cases room, and it's just a fridge.
Sure. Cold cases.
Yeah, it's... jeez, I fucking pissed myself. I remember the joke that broke me the most, and it was the dumbest one ever, because they were showing off the body cam footage, and
okay.
The main character was eating a chili dog, and he really needed a shit, so he he pulls into a cafe, bangs on a bathroom door. There's police emergency, and there's a whole queue of people waiting to go to the bathroom, and they're like, hey, you can't just cut the line. He goes, I can't remember what he says, but he takes his gun out and starts shooting it in the air, and I fucking burst out laughing. I think everyone's been in a position where I really need a shit and I cannot wait 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think we all have. Yeah.
And he gets back in the car and he eats another chili dog, and the guy there fucking interrogating and showing the footage to is like, don't eat the chili dog. And Liam Neeson's just in the corner looking really sad and goes, I had 5 more that day. But yeah, I really can't sing its praises enough, and I can't tell you too much about it without spoiling a ton of jokes, so I'll leave it at that. It's a great movie. I recommend watching it. It's very short as well. The total runtime's like an hour and a half. I can't remember the last time I watched a movie that was less than 2 hours. In the cinema, that is.
Okay, fair enough.
They just movies are long nowadays.
Yeah, well, some of them are, some of them are not though. I've watched quite a few shorter ones, but I guess I do watch more kids animations than you do at the cinema. So a lot of those just cap out at an hour and 20 or so.
I mean, possibly. I can't remember the last kids movie I watched. I think it was technically Transformers.
Yeah, fair enough. The Bad Guys 2 is out.
It is out. I don't know if I'll be seeing it because the guy I usually go to the theatre with doesn't really
care.
I don't think he cares. I haven't asked. I'll put it this way: I'm not fucking taking time out of my schedule in an awkward position just to fucking watch Bad Guys 2.
Sure.
I'm sure it's a good movie. The first one was alright.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so apparently it's getting really good Rotten Tomatoes scores.
Sure. I don't think that's the best measurement.
It's not perfect, but it's a reasonable yardstick. If things are getting good Rotten Tomatoes scores, it's probably fine. If they're getting terrible Rotten Tomatoes scores, it's probably a bit shit.
Sure. I was going to say they got Borderlands right, but I think everybody with half a brain fucking knew that movie wasn't going to be good.
Yeah, I get you.
The other thing I did this week is I watched Bad Thoughts on Netflix.
Bad Thoughts, indeed.
Yeah, it's Tom Segura's show, I guess. I wouldn't call it a sketch show, but it's basically a series of stories played out where the worst possible thing happens at every possible opportunity, and it's the funniest thing I've watched in a long time.
Okay. So, yeah, like, it's just anxiety personified.
It's not even anxiety, it's like, what's a bad thought you've had? Like, really bad hypotheticals that we sometimes pull out, but we never actually cross a line into gross territory. Some of these are very gross.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, like, in the basic intrusive thought when the train's going past us, oh, shit, I got to jump in front of that. Like, that's not what we're talking about here, that's different. Okay, fair enough.
No, this one is like a lot of the ideas are what's something that will gross people out, but is funny.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, at the beginning of episode 2, and by the way, you can watch this entire fucking series in just over an hour. They're like 15, 20-minute episodes, and there's only 6.
Sure.
It's a guy is told that in order to get to summon a portal to save them from the impending penetrating aliens, for lack of a better term, is I have to go take a shit on the toilet. I'm going to spread my legs, and you have to sit in the gap between my legs and shit at the exact same time. And I'm like, that's really fucking gross, but it's also really fucking funny.
Oh, it reminds me of the fucking Vicar of Dibley. I had to wee through your legs after one of them got frozen to the toilet.
Sure, but yeah, it's very funny, and the twist I was like, all of them have a twist, and it's a really fun game of like, what's the twist going to be here? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be this? And I guessed only one of them.
Sure, okay.
Go on.
I guess the first one would be a free pass because you don't know there's going to be a twist before the first one happens. Obviously, you've now told me, so I can now start thinking about the twist for the first one as I'm watching it.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those where after the first episode's over, you pretty much suss that everything's got a twist, and it's very weird. But yeah, going back onto like the bad thoughts, it's like, you know how you've always got weird hypotheticals that are pretty much everyone's heard of. It's like, if your significant other was dying and they wanted to fuck someone else before they died, would you let them? You know?
Yeah, and the one of, oh yeah, if you're SO and your dad got switched and you had to fuck one of them to restore them to normal, which one would you pick? Kind of thing. Yeah.
And the go-to answer for that one is I'd kill myself.
Yep.
But yeah, that one actually happens. The significant other is like, I really want to fuck someone else before I die. And like, they did the makeup. It was really serious. She looked like she was dying, and it wasn't. They got a Make-A-Wish person to come in, like a representative of it, and it wasn't like a celebrity or a famous person. It was just the owner of a local sandwich shop, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking fill all of her holes with my jizz. And the husband is just like, no, I don't want you to do this, and everyone argues against him, and it's like, this is horrible. I hate this. But it's really funny.
yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Oh god. And the last one I'll tease, because you should really watch it to really understand how fucking much I was laughing while also going no at the screen. Is there's a scenario where there's this really, really hot French lady wants to fuck our main character and says, if you want to fuck me, you've got to fuck my twin first. And the guy's just like, okay. And then I was like, what's the twist here? Because this is far too much of a dream scenario.
Oh yeah, fraternal twin.
And I didn't see. I also thought like, oh, she's got a dick or something. And let me tell you this, Rick, I did not see the twist coming. It was gross and it was funny, and they play out the entire sex scene. And as uncomfortable viewing as it was very funny.
Conjoined. It's got to be conjoined.
But yes. Anyway, are you ready for a little bit of news?
Let's go.
Rick, first things first, the Black Death has claimed the life of a millionaire.
Oh?
Okay, so I'm using that as a bit of a clickbaity headline. There's a Cape Buffalo nicknamed the Black Death because he's such an asshole, and he killed a trophy hunter who is a millionaire because that trophy hunter's not that good at hunting.
Yeah, trophy prey. Yep. Cool. Good job to you, Black Death. You probably didn't survive afterwards, but still, good job to you, Black Death.
Oh, as far as I'm aware, that buffalo's still fine.
That's even funnier.
I don't think people fully appreciate how fucking hard buffalo are to kill.
Yeah.
And this is a Cape buffalo, not an American bison.
Yeah, the gag is that buffalo were so easy to kill that they went damn near extinct. Oh, they did go extinct, didn't they? They were hunted to extinction in the US, weren't they?
So the thing is it wasn't just shooting them. It was also that in order to kill as many as possible, because they wanted the pelts, and they didn't care quite so much about the meat, is they would take entire herds and drive them off cliffs. So bear in mind, they were effectively domesticated at a point.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Well, I think domesticated is the wrong word, but they were used to being corralled and managed by humans, if you know what I mean.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah, the buffalo is I think we're talking about buffalo here, not bison, because bison still exists in the US as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, bison still exists. Bison get the title of buffalo now, but yeah, they're very definitely bison and not buffalo.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie, I didn't even bother writing down his name. Don't care. Fucking shit stain removed from the earth. If you pay to go on a trip for trophy hunting, you're already a dick. And second of all, if you get killed by the thing that you're hunting, that isn't even a carnivore.
Yeah. It's just doing it out of self-defense or being an arsehole.
It's one of those. Like, again, not to take anything away from the Cape Buffalo. They can fuck you up. But if you're a hunter, surely you know this.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not interested in... I think if you're hunting something, you should be hunting it to eat it, or use some of its... or preferably a lot of its parts for something. But I've never understood trophy hunting.
Yeah, like, at least with something that's a herbivore, someone can eat it. Like, even if you've taken the
This was
head.
a millionaire trophy hunting. Do you really think he was going to let anyone touch it?
Sure, but you know what I mean, though. Like, if you're taking the head as a trophy, your Sherpas, for want of a better term, are probably going to appreciate a tip. And if that's a few weeks worth of meat, then so be it. You're not going to take that home. You're just taking the head home to have that stuffed.
But it's one of those why I don't have to, like, these fucking southern rednecks that go out hunting deer every season. I don't have any issue with these people, because 9 times out of 10 they shoot like 3 or 4 deer and then they send it to a butcher, and then the butcher gives them the meat.
Yeah, and quite a lot of the time there is an overpopulation of these things.
Oh yeah. But again, like, if you're using it for meat, there's not that big of a... I don't mind that much if you're hunting. Obviously, if it's an endangered species, don't fucking kill it for meat, unless you're in a survival situation, in which case all bets are off.
Yeah, like, I know there's generally a more or less a permanent overpopulation of deer, and part of that is because we're over-controlling wolves. If the wolves were allowed to roam, then they would control the deer, but now we have to shoot them instead.
Yeah, but wolves are basically... I think people forget how dangerous wolves can be.
Oh, yes. I appreciate that deer are not the only things that wolves kill.
This is also specific to Britain. Obviously, in America, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't talking about the British deer hunters. I was talking about American ones.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Like, we don't have deer hunters in the UK, and we don't have wolves in the UK. The hunters we have in the UK are fox hunters, and they're all cunts.
We do have deer hunters. They pretty much get paid every year to cull the population.
Okay, fair enough.
It's why if you buy venison in the UK, you've usually got a little message on the packet saying, "This was shot by a hunter. We're sorry if you find lead."
Yeah, if you find buckshot, then don't chew too hard.
Yeah, almost all of the venison that you find in a UK supermarket was killed by a hunter, because it's just, there are so many they have to cull every year. They're not just going to take it for themselves. They usually, pass it on, as it were.
Yeah, so it's not worth farming them.
Well, okay. The problem with deer, and farming them in particular, is that they're very prone to getting stressed the fuck out, especially in an artificial farmed environment. And if they get stressed out, I can't believe this is actually a thing. It actually fucks up the meat.
Yeah, they like flood themselves with like bad tasting hormones, don't they?
They don't know they're doing it.
Oh yeah. Like it's just
a
what they're doing.
Side effect of feeling terror. And if they're at an abattoir, they can guess what? Animals can smell death. And deer are particularly good at it. It's one of their key survival instincts. So yeah, there's no point in farming deer, because it actually fucks the meat up. The best bet is to just have a wild population of deer and deal with them as you can.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, if you find deer in the States, it's probably left over from a hunter.
Cool.
Or being sold by the hunter.
Yeah.
But yes, in other news, video game related, Koei celebrates 25 years of Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, cool. That's actually pretty neat. Obviously, Dynasty Warriors 1, massively different to every other Dynasty Warriors, but still.
Yes, do you know why?
Because it was like a side-scrolling fighting game, wasn't it?
It was a fighting game, and it was shit.
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors 2, though, pretty much kickstarted the Warriors formula. What we've had as a bit of a treat for this 25-year celebration is that, first of all, they've announced a DLC for Dynasty Warriors Origins. Don't know what that's going to be, but it's almost certainly going to be story.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
So for those of you who haven't touched Dynasty Warriors Origins, they've made the choice that at the moment it only goes up to the Battle of Red Cliff.
Okay. Is that Seki Heki?
What the fuck are you? What?
I know about Seki Heki from frickin' Battle Vixens, so I don't know if that's Red Cliff or some wall or something. I don't know.
Red Cliff is also known as the Battle of Chibi.
Well, okay. So I
could you give me more context for the word Seki Heki, please?
So I typed in Seki Heki and it auto-completes as Red Cliff.
I've never heard it referred to in that way, unless that's the Japanese word for it.
I think it is, yeah. It's the Japanese, transliteration of the Chinese, obviously not kanji, because it's not Japanese, but, the Chinese moon runes.
I don't like you calling it moon runes, but the Chinese alphabet, the Chinese letters, the calligraphy.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that's what it is. I would never call it that. But yeah, it's Battle of Red Cliff, Battle of Chibi. Don't use the other word unless you're Japanese, because you'll just confuse people.
Yeah, Chiburijima, is it?
What?
Is it Chiburi Island?
No, don't worry about it, man.
Okay.
Battle of Red Cliff it took place on a river.
Cool, okay.
I can't remember which river. It wasn't the Changxi, because that's in the north. I forget the name of the river. It's near a red cliff. Go figure.
Isn't this where Sunsei was killed?
God, no. He died about 15 years prior.
Okay, cool.
No, because Sun Chen was in charge of Wu by then. Anyway,
sure.
Chinese history lesson can wait. Dynasty Warriors Origins DLC has been announced. I don't know, maybe they'll actually progress the story to a state where we do actually get the Three Kingdoms proper. More importantly, they've teased us, Rick. They've teased us oh so badly by saying that we're going to get a mystery remaster.
A mystery remaster indeed.
Yeah,
okay.
So there's a lot of Dynasty Warriors. Well, we're up to Dynasty Warriors 10, without the 10, no, because Origins is like the 10. Well, we're up to 9 in the mainline series. Let's put it that way.
Sure, okay. So they could just, pick any one of those or any one of the other ones.
Well, that's the annoying thing, Rick, is, yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can just pick, well, like you say, Warriors Orochi is their crossover generation, so they could just do, remaster any of the Orochis.
Well, no, there's specified Dynasty Warriors mystery remaster.
Okay.
So we're, as a community, we're assuming this means it has to have Dynasty Warriors in the title.
Sure, fair enough.
Personally, my money's on 4 or 5.
Okay.
But we'll have to wait and see on that front.
Yeah, no problem.
Last but not least, Rick, this is not a wrestling podcast.
What has happened this week?
I'm not going to beat around the bush. Fuck the WWE.
I mean, this has been an ongoing sentiment, but why in particular this week?
Brock Lesnar has returned.
Oh, Christ.
The reason why I personally have issue with this is he has been named in the Janet Grant, I want to say that was her surname, my apologies if I fucking misremembered it, lawsuit, which is horrible sexual assault and trafficking allegations against Vince McMahon, and Brock Lesnar's named in that. He's not been cleared of anything yet, so why the fuck is he on TV?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because WWE as a company are a pile of scumbags.
And, okay, I'm not going to say the other thing.
Well, this does also come fresh off the heels of Triple H joining Trump's inner circle.
Yeah, Disney have also capitulated slightly to Gina Carano as well. So
okay. They haven't capitulated. This is a bit of a misunderstanding of the scenario. That's a lot of big corporations will just do a payout because it's usually less hassle than doing the whole court thing. What is weird is it's Disney doing it because they can win this because they didn't actually... she's claiming unlawful sacking, but she didn't get sacked. She just didn't get hired again. Yeah,
and they finished their statement with, "We look forward to exploring the possibility of hiring her again in the future," which is basically, you're invited to the fucking interviews, and you can audition for whatever you like. We're not paying for your ticket to do so, but and we're also not going going to choose you, but you're welcome to try it.
Just saying, if Cara Dune shows up in any Star Wars stuff played by Gina Carrillo, I'm like, cool, I'm no longer watching this part of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, she is a horrible person with horrible views, and she's not that good of an actor. Yes, she showed signs of improvement, but not enough to... I mean, I don't think there's any good of an actor if they said, I think all trans people are fake and should die. Should get a pass.
No, absolutely not.
But yeah, back to Brock Lesnar. Like, innocent until proven guilty, but I think you shouldn't be giving him a massive payday while it's still on the counter whether or not he did anything wrong.
Yeah. Ah, Jesus.
And choosing to broadcast him and promote him in the way that they are doing is sending a message that I don't want to support.
Yeah, it's very definitely choosing a side.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so for those of you watching along, just very briefly, what happened there is my internet had a little hiccup, and I watched and Rick watched about 2 minutes of the thing before realising that, oh no, big boo-boo.
Yes.
For the benefit of the audience and for me, Rick, do you want to explain to the audience what we're watching and count us in?
Yu Yu Hakusho, the Netflix adaptation. 3, 2, 1, and go. Episode 1, by the way, of course.
The really funny thing is I'm the one who said Netflix last time because Rick forgot to say it, and this time he got to fix his error, but I'm not letting him get away with it.
Yes, I got to fix the error, and then I forgot that it was episode 1.
So yes, just to briefly explain to everybody, Rick is listening in English, I'm listening in Japanese, because mine's just set to whatever the default language is anyway, and everything's got subtitles for me.
Yeah. So last time we did this, it was when we were doing Squid Games, as you pointed out. Squid Game. Just the one Squid Game. And it wasn't until the one thing came up that was in English, and you went, oh man, that was in English, that I realised, oh, wasn't everything else for you?
Yeah. So yeah, obviously the thing we mentioned in the beginning during the little brief introduction, that this is clearly the accident that happens at the beginning of the manga.
Yeah. So this is our Yusuke. I'm vaguely aware that the main character has a green suit, so this is him. And this is where we find out that, he's very, very dead indeed.
Well, that was a really cool effect, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh, damn, they did it again. Cool, twice in a row.
And then he goes, shit, am I dead? And, this is the part where you disconnected. We get to see the large anus.
Much earlier than this. It won't be in the episode, but there's about a half a minute of me going, Rick, are you paying attention? Are you listening? Can you hear me? Before tabbing into Discord and it being like, fuck off. I'm like, shit.
And yes, indeed, it's Shonen Jump till 1990 to 1994. Okay, so yeah, it was coinciding with later Dragon Ball.
I did say the 90s.
Yeah.
Technically came out before I was born when it started.
Yeah.
You could tell it came out in the 90s because you can't show school kids smoking in the fucking 2000s.
Well, yeah, you couldn't show anyone smoking, and also, like, you can't show kids smoking. Like, we had this weird thing where smoking went from being a 16-year-old thing to being an 18-year-old thing. And a 14-year-old who was sufficiently tall and unshaven could probably pass for 16.
Sure. Yeah, no, smoking was firmly an 18-plus activity by the time I was in this world.
Mm-hmm. And rightly so.
Now it's vaping now.
Yeah, which also is technically an 18-plus thing, but if you can get a hold of the jelly, you can still do it. Okay, so the reason he's got a green uniform on is because that's what the school uniform is.
I mean, I kind of figured that in the first place, because, like, the girl also had green clothes on in the intro.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you guys used to do fun, old people, when you were in school? Because you didn't have video games, you didn't have TV on demand. Oh, we used to beat the shit out of nerds and take their money.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm browbeating this one guy for the money that he has.
Yeah, so this is where we get the reveal that he's considered a delinquent, but most of the time he's beating up people who are shit.
Yeah, he's like a bully. Yeah, a well-deserved shoulder bump.
What a fucking pussy of a teacher.
Yeah, like, if that were me as a teacher, I'd be probably, like, yanking him by the collar and getting him to stay in one place. Oh yeah, it was allowed. Like, yanking him by the collar, making sure that he doesn't go anywhere while I sentence him to detention, because that's obviously the thing that matters most.
Yeah, but come on, he's a delinquent. Do you think he's going to that? But yeah, man, getting shoulder checked by a fucking 16-year-old.
Yeah. The most annoying thing about detention is it was never about the detention, it was all about telling your parents that you had detention and making your parents double punish you.
I just didn't go.
Yeah.
So what, they're making some kind of super casino? God, she's hot.
She is. And smoking makes her cooler.
Makes her sexier. I can't tell if this is... Okay, it is, Mum.
Yeah, she's a young single mum.
Well, I was unclear if it was Mum or just like arsehole older sister.
I mean, I don't want to generalise too badly, but as soon as Asians hit about 19, they just stop aging until they're like 72.
Yeah, that's not true. So I'm going to guess that big old red mark on his head is courtesy of Yusuke here.
Yeah, the big old forehead egg. I think that's actually his number 2 as the show progresses.
Possibly, it's a very shonen trope, isn't it?
Yeah, the defeat equals friendship. And of all of them, he's the only one who's got the same kind of look. Ah, dropkick.
That was a proper fucking dropkick too. He put his entire fucking body into that shit. It was
like a proper dynamic entry dropkick.
Dude, my favourite dropkick ever is one Kiryu does in Yakuza 0, where he dropkicks a motherfucker out a window so hard that he almost goes out the window too.
Powerful.
Like, he has to pull himself back through the window. That's how far out he goes. It's fucking insane.
Sweet.
That looked like a scrap of flesh, but I'm guessing it's just a bandage.
Yeah, it's just a bandage, yeah.
Anime characters are so fucking dumb.
You put up a fight! Great fight, let's go! I'm half expecting his pants to split.
I don't think it's a gag manga is the thing.
It's not a gag, but like it doesn't stop there being gags.
That's a very bouncy ball.
It is.
I'm assuming this diner, seeing as we got a subtitle for the title of the restaurant, is probably going to be quite important.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like the LeBlanc of Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Well, that ruins it a bit.
Well, I mean, what else would you call the business base?
I don't know, the fucking Central Perk?
I guess.
Oh, no, please don't bite him. I don't like, stop it. How do you not feel that?
Yeah, I'm guessing
well, you felt that bit.
I'm guessing it's only tangible once it enters him, and like before that, it's not.
Yeah, we do know this show's about demons.
Yeah.
And ghosts and shit.
And it did get shown coming up out of the massive city anus.
Which appears to just be a building site.
Yeah.
But it's an evil building site where they summon demons or some shit, I don't know.
Oh, the one in glasses is incredibly cute.
She's too young for you, Rick.
She's very young, but, like, I'm just saying she's very cute.
Yeah, it was the way you said it. You gotta be conscious of these things, Rick. That subtitle went by far too quickly, thank you, but I'm assuming you just said yeah.
Pretty much. Isn't it great when someone just comes up to you and just shouts at you that they don't care?
Oh, wow, she's going to feel real awful in about 2 hours.
Well, this looks like the exact scene where he does die.
So less 2 hours, more like 2 minutes.
Yep. So this is that exact runaway truck.
Well, it's not run away, it's being steered by demons. It's almost amazing how he hit nobody in this stretch.
Yeah. Oh, so it's going to be the kid that he saves.
I did tell you it was the kid. What is it with Portal-style music? Jesus Christ, they do not fucking hold back, do they? They did not cut away for that shot.
No, they didn't, and that's a lot of thick goop coming out of him right there.
This is an anime as fuck introduction.
It is.
For those who, for some reason, don't know anything about anime and are watching this, yokai pretty much just means demon.
Yeah. Or ghost.
Yeah, monster.
Yeah. If you want a Monster of the Week show, making them into yokai is pretty easy shorthand for that.
Yeah, that's pretty much the plot of Yokai Watch, right?
Yeah.
I assume so. I've never watched an episode.
They're also essentially Pokemon in Yokai Watch as well.
Well, she's incredibly cute.
She is.
I hope she's legal, because otherwise that's making me the creep.
Don't worry, she's very definitely 7,000 years old.
Okay, but I'm looking at a physical actress, Rick.
Yeah. I'm in shock, can't you tell, he says in deadpan. That's a cute little,
Oh, he's 17.
Yeah, okay. Shut it!
Gambling at 17.
But also drinking.
The little fucking thing just said you got is just fucking constantly challenging her. It's very funny.
Yeah, you got a problem there?
Like, isn't that an instant ticket to heaven, saving a child from getting run over? Because I'd think so.
It undoes a lot, but not things that are way worse than saving a life.
Okay, but the worst he's done is beat up people who need a punch.
Oh, yeah. Those are things that basically don't even put you on the hell track anyway.
Well, depends on which version of the Bible you subscribe to.
You know, if there's a chaotic good Elysium, then you definitely get to go there still. You don't get into the lawful good heaven, no problem.
Nobody wants to go there, it's boring. It's filled with paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets a loophole because he wasn't meant to die here.
Yeah, because they didn't expect someone like that to throw himself in front of a bus.
Which, are we going to meet God? Is it going to be Morgan Freeman even in this universe? Because that'd be funny.
An additional Morgan Freeman. Hello, I am Jim Reaper.
No, you're not allowed to be that funny today. Oh, that's good. Wow, this looks really nice.
It does look neat, yeah.
It's very clearly CG, but whatever.
Oh, absolutely, but...
You can see the green screen.
They bump into it with a boat.
This music is lovely, by the way.
It is.
Kami-san. Oh, Enma. Close enough.
Enma. Yeah, King Yenma. King Yenma is Enma. The building that they're sailing towards looks like a high-priced land in Magic the Gathering.
Okay, you fucking nerd.
Says the nerd to the nerd while watching a nerd show.
Under protest. I didn't pick it.
You actually did.
No, I didn't. You said Yu Yu Hakusho, and I went, okay, fuck it, sure. Because I didn't want to spend more time talking, because if you recall, I was in desperate need of the bathroom.
Sure. So who's going to be playing the Yu Yu Hakusho version of King Yenma?
It looks like a white guy from the back.
It does a bit. Would it be really funny if it was like Josh Widdicombe?
No, that would be awful. That would be the worst casting ever.
Hello, I'm King Yenma.
Well, yeah, I guess he would be able to speak like that in your version. Watching TiVo.
I mean, he watches people playing PlayStation, he can very definitely watch them have a wank.
Now you need a license for that.
You do now. Oh, the good old World Traveller Pass.
Damn.
He got a dummy!
Is it not a lollipop?
Go Enma. So, like, yeah, Enma child.
I love the idea of willing to throw hands against a fucking Demon King.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is a dummy.
I think it's one of those dummies that you used to get. They were a big thing in the 2000s, where they were like a lollipop in the shape of a dummy.
Yeah, like a push pop. Ring pop dummy kind of thing, yeah.
First question is, what happened to the last guy? Second question is, why haven't you replaced him in so long? Third question is, can I have one of those dummies?
What flavour is the dummy?
I'm not going to make the joke I was going to make. I'm going to stop.
If it's watermelon, I don't want any.
What are you, BoJack?
I don't know. Does BoJack not like watermelon flavour?
That's it. No, he doesn't like cantaloupe.
Okay.
Which is a type of melon, I believe.
It is.
It's a pretty sweet deal, though. It's like you get to live again, but you have to work for me. Yeah. Oh, that's not true.
Yeah, the girl that told you to go die very definitely meant it, of course.
And I think his mum's being a bit more blasé than she actually feels.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's the case.
Yeah, because she's probably like 26.
That means she had him at 11, at 9. But he's 17.
Oh, he's 17, yeah.
So she's got to be at least 30, and even then, if she was bang on 30, it would still be gross and weird.
Yeah, but it's not out of character for the 90s.
Okay, I choose to not subscribe to this theory, because, like, the age of consent in Japan, I'm pretty sure, is still 16.
I think it's 14, but yeah. It might be 13. Anyway, I'm not looking this up. That was like Markiplier.
You could have just rolled with me on it and just not bothered questioning it and making it creepy.
Yeah.
We already know Japan's creepy. And yes, I heard you the first time when you said the dude looked like Markiplier. Either I was looking at a different dude, or you said it far too late, because I didn't see anyone who looks like Markiplier.
Yeah, it was the long-haired guy that got out of the...
this guy we're watching right now?
Yeah.
Doesn't look anything like Markiplier.
Okay. Yeah, in this light, he doesn't look like him very much. That's a really good mashup of, like, Japanese and Italian mob styles, just in that one guy's face and expressions.
Sure, I get you. Man, how shit are you to lose 200 million yen at a roulette table?
Yeah. Bleeding down slowly, sure, but losing it all in one go.
Okay, so it is actually a sinkhole.
Sure. But, you know, if you believe the opening credits, it's also a portal to the netherworld.
Or what this guy here is just saying now. How could you ever look at this guy and not go, villain, clearly the villain?
yeah. You just, it's like what they talk about in QI. I look at a shark and all I can think of is enemy.
Isn't this going to be really confusing if they go to his wake and then he still comes back?
I think what they're going to probably do is just erase people's memories of him being dead. Man, even the picture they got for his last respects isn't very good.
So for those of you playing along, the last thing that she said to him was, "I hope you die."
And then about 45 seconds later, he did.
Chinese or soba, that's the same thing, right?
Yeah. Soba being a type of noodle, obviously.
But I'm going to guess it's one of those things that you... Yeah, I was going to say, respect for a dead person.
Yeah, when you pay your respects, you kind of give them an offering.
Who the fuck steals that? Comic book villains, that's who.
Here we go, this is going to be Kubawara's face turn to a degree.
Oh... I do like gruff arseholes being gruff arseholes for justice.
Oh, that's really cute. Oh, he's distraught. Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's this machismo Japanese bullshit that I kind of adore.
Yeah, so, I looked him up and he's the rival and eventually best friend.
Oh, and that's the kid he saved.
Yeah.
And that's the mum just dead inside.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, what an adorable kid. How adorably wrong you are.
Kids have no concept of mortality, and I miss that.
Yeah. It goes away as soon as something you care about dies. Hopefully it's something that's less impactful, like a goldfish or something.
I just remember Tom Segura of like, you get a cat. It might not have been Tom Segura, it might have been Louis C.K. I think it was Louis C.K. where it's like, you get a cat, and then when the cat dies, you teach the kid about death, and you go, yeah, okay. And then grandma dies, and you go, okay, remember what happened to the cat? Yeah, now grandma. Which is fucking horrible, but very funny.
Yeah. Yeah, the cat's the training wheels for grandma.
Oh, it's horrible. You shouldn't say stuff like that, but it's so funny.
So other than that, he had idiot health.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many people that affects.
Yeah. Just stay healthy their entire lives due to dumb luck.
This is why that old adage comes in of like, hey, whenever you leave someone, don't yell at them as the last thing you say to them, just in case, because it will fucking eat you up.
Yep, absolutely. And it's just you that it eats up. The other person, like, they're never going to bother. It's like forgiveness. It's not for the person you're forgiving, it's for you.
So he's going to take the offer because he doesn't like the idea of this girl being sad.
Yeah, I kind of like that. And also he kind of wants to punch the blue guy again. Kubawara.
It does seem like he's not a villain. He's just not a villain. Villain's the wrong word. He's not a bad guy. He just likes to punch people.
Yeah. Kanji Tatsumi.
But Kanji doesn't even like punching people. He just leans into it because everyone is an arsehole to him.
Yeah. And people are an arsehole near his mum who he wants to protect.
And rightly so. She's precious.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Like, the reason why he's on the news is because he tells a bunch of bikers to fuck off because they keep revving their bikes.
Yeah, he tells them to get bent because she wants to go to sleep. And when they don't leave, he beats them all up.
Yeah. His weapon is a steel chair.
It is. Is this where
This is where you buy
back?
this is where you buy a gun.
Yeah.
Like, this level of bullying, this is like, yep, I'm gonna bring my kitchen knife into school with me, and someone's gonna die. Oh no, This is much worse than a kitchen knife.
Oh no. Fucking hate it. No, let's not.
Is that better or worse than a nostril?
I'd say worse because it very definitely goes through an eardrum. So even if you are healed, you're partially deaf.
You're making a lot of assumptions here.
Oh, I'm assuming it's trying to go into the brain, like one way or the other.
Yeah, but if your other thing is that you can't feel it until it's in, then surely it just warps through.
I mean, it's going to warp through anyway.
Okay, dude. You're being, obtuse for no reason. Oh no, these bullies that have been shown to be nothing but absolute scum are getting hurt. My heart weeps.
Yeah, and that's gonna, yeah, there we go. Big bada boom.
As far as I'm aware, they don't really do that.
Is he gonna show his true colors and try and save the kid?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, if I saw that, I'd run. I'm pretty sure I could beat up a teenager, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna risk it when there's fire around and he's doing bone contortion cracking bullshit.
I get you. Yeah, when he's doing Voldo maneuvers.
Like, I don't believe in the supernatural. However, I'm not getting involved with this Satan shit.
Yeah, I love how, like, sometimes you just end up going, like, I don't believe in any of this, however, I default to ghosts or aliens.
Oh, dude, like, the dark is a weird place and you hear strange beeps. And you're like, those strange beeps aren't coming from any of my devices.
And you shout fuck off into the ether and feel better.
I wish it was into the ether. That would have been slightly less embarrassing. Wouldn't it be funny if she just went, man, she's got a nice butt. She's called Botan, which is weird, because the only other Botan I know is the fucking lion VTuber.
Yeah, I think it's like something to do with like wood or something.
Okay. Sure that's not a Bokken?
I know that's something different. Yeah, that's the wooden sword. But one of the theories for Miyamoto Musashi's ore fight is that he filed it down into a Bokken, rather than using it as an ore.
Is she gonna get a fucking heart attack now because he's gonna just sit up? Or is she noticing that, oh shit, he's warm?
Yeah, she's gonna kiss him goodbye and he's gonna open his eyes.
No, she already seems to have realised that he's alive. Because touching him like that and then trying to shake him, just saying. It's one of those that I keep having to fucking tell people that I don't respect Musashi Miyamoto as much as I probably should, just because you brought him up. Because almost all of his fights he cheated. And the only reason why his book is like, oh yeah, I'm a god king from space, is because he wrote it.
Yeah. So
damn, that fire spread quick.
So good news, he got resurrected. Bad news, he got resurrected in an area that's also now on fire. So...
So I guess they don't believe in embalming in Japan.
I guess not.
Well, because otherwise this would not work.
Yeah, he would be, like, partially mummified, essentially. So the body's good to go, so he just has to get his spirit to it as well. That wall doesn't look very sturdy. Like, you could probably shoulder check the wall and burst out.
Probably, but can you do it while carrying someone?
You do one then the other. Oh no, hello. If she dies, there's no deal either way.
So yeah, he does literally just want to come back because he doesn't want her to be sad. He could have done this at any time, guys.
Yeah, but they were waiting for him to sign his pact away.
Man, listen to this epic music. Oh god, there's still 20 minutes left.
And 15 of it is credits.
That can't be true.
It's not true.
In case you didn't know what type of music was playing, it just told us in the in the closed captions. It's the epic variety.
It's 5:45 of credits.
I didn't really want a precise measurement, Rick. I just knew you were being, like, hyperbolic. I said that word way too quickly.
It's better than calling it a hyperbolic, so...
That sounds like a type of invasive medical procedure. Doesn't it?
That or a condition. A condition that Krogan tried to contract.
Can I have a gun?
Can I have an ancient space gun from Mars?
Hey, this group of thugs are doing a pretty good job of holding off a demon.
They are. Because it's just a mosquito demon that's taken over one regular guy.
It's a mosquito. A regular guy who was, by all accounts, a punk bitch in life.
Yeah. But now he has a flaming sword, which is just a stick.
I say punk bitch in life. He was always ganged up on by 4 people, and that's tough no matter who you are.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Hey, roll! Like...
You're already on the ground, literally roll in the sand.
I know people take the piss out of stop, drop, and roll, but the reason why people say do it is because it's really good at putting out a fire.
Yeah. You're probably going to smother the bits that matter rather quickly. The sound effects here are kind of weird.
They are. I think they go a bit better with the Japanese VAs.
Sure.
So maybe that's what the problem is they're dubbing over sound effects that are already sort of mixed in. I don't know how they do it. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're fucked up, bro.
He is.
Hey, kudos to the actor of this zombie man.
He probably had a lot of fun doing it.
First question that guy's going to ask is, am I dead?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to have to slap the fucking stupid out of you?
Oh, god damn it, could you not with that effect?
Yeah, roundworm.
They did say earlier on what it was called, Rick.
Yeah, I missed it.
He looks like he's already there, guy. Okay, so what have we learned? Pull back your arm after you've punched.
Yeah, don't hold on to him unless you're going to lift him up and slam him again.
To be fair, he didn't hold on to him. He grabbed his wrist.
Use the spirit bomb!
You couldn't have given him, like, the cliff notes on his way over here. Like, it took him more time than none to get here. Jesus Christ, that would hurt.
It would, yeah. Like, you couldn't, like, give him the frickin' UI.
I love that, just really innocent. He's asking me to teach him, but he's asking me to skip it. What do I do, Botana?
Oh.
Is it going to become a knife hand?
It's a hook horror.
Yeah. So is he now beyond saving? Because if so, that makes the problem a lot easier to deal with.
It kind of does, doesn't it? Like, you just kill the guy and the thing no longer has a host. But yeah, we've seen that he's already used the spirit power to hold up that beam when he was still a ghost.
That seems to be how all of these powers ever work. Is like they're easy to use when you're under duress.
Yeah, when it gets to the point of kind of no return, like the use it or everyone dies.
He's doing the King Kai thing right now. From Dragon Ball Abridged.
Yeah, just like being a spectator and going, "Hurry, Goku!"
I love it as well though, because like Tien, I think it's Tien. It's just like, no, don't ask, and then he just gives up and just starts. Fine, this is what's happening.
Yeah, because he's just reacting in real time. But he's only reacting in like grunts and Goku, no.
For my first wish, bring back Piccolo, yeah, and bring him to Namek. No. This fight scene is really good, by the way, guys. There's just not a lot to comment on because it's just a good action scene.
Yeah, and it's not just man punches other man with fist, because this guy's got an evil knife hand.
Well, that's it letting out explosive gas, and there is an exposed flame. So I wonder what's going to happen next.
Oh, he's going to. Oh, yeah. He's shielding himself from it at least, instead of trying to shield the other guy.
I mean, you've got to assume that he's been given some enhanced durability if he's going to be fighting yokai, right? Because this would kill most people, or at least severely injure. Oh, that's some broken ribs. Hearing those specific creaks and cracks are making my back hurt.
Now, how much of his body needs to get regenerated with evil knife hands by the roundworm monster?
See, that's the downside with fighting demons, is that you've got to go until they're done. There's no sense of self-preservation, eh?
Yeah. It's like smackheads. You might break their arm, but they'll still hit you with it.
That's not okay. Did he just change colour as he was walking? Because if so, that was alarmingly well done, because it was almost subtle.
Yeah. That's a good way of actually getting his arm in a kind of lock.
Yeah. Well, there seems to be something in there. Is that tear because he's in pain, or is that tear because he can't quite beat it?
Oh, he's beating it. He's beating it.
Oh, God, that animation is even worse in reverse.
Heroic music mounting. Another fighting game kick.
It was very nearly a bicycle kick, but he only did it once.
Yeah. It's a unicycle kick.
doesn't really work because it's called a bicycle kick because of the cycling motion, which you still need for a unicycle.
Yeah. It's like a step kick. He's using the spirit fist.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Wow, that was a bit anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Yeah, he just squeezes it to death. And he just burst into goo.
Now I need a nap.
Now I want a nice sit down and a bottle of pop.
Is he building a fucking Hydrogen Collider?
So it would seem. Like, he's building something. It might be a mega drill to go down into the demon world and, like, plunder it for resources. You know, the freaking thing that they tried to do in Disgaea 1.
He is way more fucked up than he was when we left him.
Yeah, he's bled through into his bandage, and, you know, the back of his head is not doing well.
Those are the eyes of someone who's seeing a ghost.
I kind of like the thing of, like, yeah, we're hard men, but there's no hard men when your friends are in danger.
Again, it's a lot of what the subplots are in Yakuza is just like machismo men doing machismo things because they're dicks.
Yeah. But by the same token, you can tell which ones are the actual ones worth your respect by who calls it off when it really matters.
It never gets called off; it just gets delayed.
Oh yeah. They put it off when it really matters. But yeah, I say call it off. What I mean is put it off.
Fucking Majima doesn't. Like, Majima, there's a nuclear reactor exploding. We need to get out of here. Not yet, Kiryu-chan. I'm going to beat you up now. It's like, oh, god damn it!
That scamp.
My ribs are at least bruised.
I broke 14 ribs while fighting a demon.
Do you even have 14 ribs?
Probably.
I thought you had like 10. It's been a while since I've done biology. Please don't come at me too hard if I'm super wrong on that.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how many ribs you have. All I know is that you've got twice as many as you think.
Well, yeah, when I say 10, I meant 5 on each side.
Yeah.
Also, if you go by the Bible, women have one less.
Yeah.
Or is it one? Or would it be one more?
Oh no, yeah, they got one more because Adam gave one up for Eve.
Jesus Christ, this is a bit of a tonal shift, isn't it?
It is.
These monsters are horrifying to look at.
They are. They remind me of the...
Don't say it.
the Full Metal Alchemist ones.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the putties from Power Rangers.
No. Nah, you know those things with like no faces from Full Metal Alchemist? Yeah, those.
Gotcha. Hey, and this is what a fucking yokai hunter can do when they're actually skilled and competent. Instead of a high schooler. I love that. You've got these trained army guys firing in with their AKs, and then, nah, fuck that, one ninja.
Yeah, it's conservation of ninjutsu as well. If you had 10 ninjas, they were all going to be shit on. But if you got one ninja, you know he's invincible. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, he was one of the fun ones to use in the fighting game.
This guy, I generally thought was a bird.
Okay, so it's a very effeminate guy.
In which case, job done. And you could tell they're effeminate even if they weren't feminine because they use a whip, and as we know, that's a lady's weapon.
Yeah. It's a rose whip.
In case you can't tell, guys, I am taking the piss. I don't actually think that.
It's Red Hulk, what the fuck?
I was going to say Hellboy, but yeah, I guess he is more Hulkish. So this is a good demon?
I guess so. Did he just, eat demon cores to, keep himself up or something? I don't know.
Are these good guys? They're killing demons, but they might just be another faction of demons.
I think they're a different faction of demon control.
Gotcha. Well, perhaps a human version, because obviously we know Yusuke is Enma's version of demon control.
Yeah, so there might be demon control to control the fallout.
Demon control that work for the government.
Yeah. Government-sponsored demon control. I'm thinking more of a private contractor that are probably going to be hired by Sinkhole Man.
But why? Because it seems like Sinkhole Man wants the demons to come out.
Maybe. I think he just
Sinkhole Man appears to be the villain. He's capitalist evil pig villain.
Oh, he's very definitely the villain. But as far as it looks like to me, Sinkhole Man wants in the hole, not stuff to come out as much.
It's really hard to tell from this early stage, and again, if we look up anything, we will assuredly be spoiled.
Oh yeah, by something that's older than, some adults.
I mean, the original manga ended in 1994. I was 2.
Yeah.
And if it was in early enough in the year, I would have still been 1 on a technicality.
Not even a technicality. You're 1 until you're 2.
I don't like that series of words, but you are correct. If we go by horse logic.
Oh yeah, you're because the horse logic is they all have birthdays on the 1st of January, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that way you can have a horse that's 1 year old, very firmly, definitely a 1 year old biologically speaking, but it can run in 2-year-old races.
Yeah.
Horses are the fucking... Don't go down the sinkhole of horses. Horses are like the surface level of crazy animal people. It just gets weirder from there. Obviously you got reptile people are insane.
Oh, yes. Don't fuck with a snake person.
You can fuck with them, it's just that I kind of respect them for their craziness, but as long as they're the crazy that cares...
Yeah. You don't want someone who just fetishizes the predators, as it were. You know.
When I went with my mum to buy my dad a snake, we went to a crazy snake person's house because he bred them, and he was like, "Yeah, so this is the snake I'm selling you. It was a ball python. It was a very nice snake. We took it home, but before we took it home, he was like, "Do you want to see the parents?" And I was thinking, no, not really, because at that point in my life, I still was not comfortable around snakes. Nowadays, I kind of don't give a fuck, but back then I was very, And my mum was like, yes. Motherfucker pulls out the drawer from his dresser, and there's just a fucking massive snake curled up in there. He goes, yeah, this is the mum, puts the drawer back, opens the next drawer, and went, this is the dad. And it's like, that can't be okay.
Yeah, that seems wrong. On multiple levels?
That's like puppy farming, but for snakes. But I guess because it's snakes, people don't care as much.
Yeah, because they don't really have emotions.
Why do people think that?
Because they don't have developed enough brains to think that way. They can feel things like pain and fear and stuff, but they don't have complex emotions.
Just because they don't have complex emotions doesn't mean they don't have emotions. Those are two different things you're describing.
Yeah, they don't have preferences.
Oh, they do.
But yes, we've got just the...
I love that. They do. No rebuttal. I'm just now going to talk about the foreign cast of Yu Yu Hakusho. I just saw Nathan Yee in the cast there.
Yeah, we just got the international credits to go through. So do you want to get started on the wind down?
I mean, weirdly enough, the international credits are actually relevant for you today, because that's who you would have been listening to.
True. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about snake emotions at the time.
Oh, sorry, you mean the thing you said that doesn't exist?
Yeah, so I don't think they have emotions, but oh well.
You're incorrect. Everything has emotions. Like, even if your viewpoint in the world is that everything is based on hormonal balances and internal chemicals, that's what emotions are if that's how you see the world. Do you know what I mean?
I don't agree with that, but oh well.
What don't you agree with?
Like, I don't agree that what you see automatically becomes an emotion.
Okay, what does that mean? Because I'm not understanding what you're trying to say.
I'm saying that like anything other than just pain. Like, pain is not an emotion; it's a physical stimulus. Fear is the most basic emotion because that requires brain function. Some things don't really have brain function in that way. They just have like a collection of nerves.
So, as far as legality is concerned, the only things that are okay to live feed to other creatures because they don't feel fear are insects.
Yeah.
From a legal standpoint.
Yeah. And the other one is, for animal testing, it's anything without a spinal column, apart from octopus.
Just very quickly, going back to the actual show, the screenshot I just had were Yusuke, delinquent rival turned friend, and two of the guys from that team we just saw looking angrily at clearly the villain. So it looks like they're going to team up pretty quickly.
Yeah. They seem to assemble their hero team pretty quick.
Yeah, notably missing is Devilman.
Yeah. He might be. He might actually be on the side of the baddies, but was berserkering, and he was berserkering in a
beneficial,
useful way.
Time.
Yeah. In the beneficial manner, in the correct direction.
Alrighty. So yeah, the episode is well and truly done. Let's loop back around to Rick's view on emotions. I think we're going to make a real breakthrough today.
Yeah. I think you need lots of higher brain function to be able to process emotions properly.
I think you don't understand what counts and doesn't count as an emotion. Like, that's what your sentence that you just said gives me.
Okay.
Like, just saying, because there's plenty of people, there are humans who don't have emotions in the traditional sense because their brain's fucked up, like psychopaths and sociopaths.
Yeah, they have a reduced range of emotions, and it's basically just they feel anger.
But the most annoying thing is that you acknowledge that fear is an emotion, and almost, reptiles do feel that, so therefore they have emotions, even if that's the only one you're choosing to acknowledge for some bizarre reason.
Yeah, but like they're not going to have like anger or grudges or anything, are they?
I think that kind of depends on the species of snake and depends how you view anger.
Sure.
And I think we're getting a bit above our pay grade for the dumb fucking live-action anime adaptation month, aren't we?
Dude, everything's above my pay grade.
Well, yeah, but that's because of technicalities that we won't dive into. Rick, what did you think of Yu Yu Hakusho, the live-action adaptation?
It was pretty cool. I very much liked the action. It was, as we said, there's basically nothing to critique during the actions because it was all good. And I'm struggling to come up with with a weakest link to pick for today. So yeah, how about you? What do you think?
Yeah, it was a good episode. Everything, like, I did the briefest of deep dives, some might say a shallow dive, into the brief overview. I read a synopsis, and the synopsis was, that happens in like the first 2 minutes, so good job, I guess, on that front.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Like they didn't drag that out in any way. It was just, this has happened in the first moment, and then you get to see how it happens.
Yeah. This episode really was a story in two parts. The first half of the episode was, this is what led to the accident, although we find out very quickly it wasn't an accident, it was Demu? Demon bad juju is what I was trying to say, and instead I went Demu, like a villainous cow. It was the first half, and the second half was Yusuke battling whether or not to take the offer, and then more or less having his hand forced. Because if he didn't join up, then I think her name was Kay, wasn't it? Would have passed away.
Yeah, I think so. Like I didn't catch her name, but I don't think she's that important, other than the fact that she's the reason that he chooses to come back to the land of the living.
I don't know. Like, she seems very clearly like antagonistic towards him, but in a friendly way.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit like Makoto when you first meet her in Persona, seeing as we're doing Persona references today, where she is being stern because she wants the best for him.
Yeah, like classic 90s Cinderella.
I don't even think she's a tsundere, though, is she? Because like all of her criticisms are pretty valid.
Yeah, and she reaches basically her wit's end with him before she tells him to go die, and then he does.
Like a good little boy.
Yeah.
And then obviously the second part was... the payoff to the second part was Yusuke's first fight against the demon. Of course, by the law of anime, it was already an established character that Yusuke may not have cared about, but we've seen him stick up for in the past. Like one of the first things we see him do is confront 4 bullies on his behalf.
Yeah, totally.
So, also cementing that, he might be a delinquent, but like it does appear as if they're implying that all of his delinquent acts have been, to some degree or another, in the service of the greater good.
Yeah, and also it seems to be that authority figures look at this at the worst possible moment on the reg. Like, they choose to look at it when he seems to have the upper hand and it looks like he's mugging someone, for instance.
Well, it's one of those, isn't it? It's like, in a society with laws... if anything, you can even look at it as a criticism of Japan, in that, like, if you don't follow every single... Even if someone else is doing bad, if you do something bad to rectify their villainy, you're just as bad. Which isn't even a uniquely Japanese thing. I remember fucking secondary school. It was often frowned upon for anyone to hit back at their bullies.
Yeah.
You're just as bad. And it's like, you're not, though. Like,
yeah.
Parents would tell you, to fucking punch them. But, like, the school was like, you can't hit anyone because then you're just as bad. And it's like, this society's broken.
Yeah, the parents' response is usually, did you start it? And if you did, then you're a prick. And if you didn't, then did you finish it? And if you did, then good job.
Anyway, let's get to our usual rundown, shall we? Do you have a standout favourite moment?
Pick any of the flying drop kicks, but I think the best one was the one that he did to Kubawara from off-screen.
Well, I'll just tell you now that my favourite moment was the fight scene between him and his blue-coated rival, because it is just a fundamentally Japanese trope. Yeah,
it's just showing the bromance in its development before it becomes an actual bromance. It's great, and like the fact that he just does this from off-screen to stop Kubawara from being a prick, it's just even better. But yeah, as you say, your favourite one is the general fight scene that is part of.
Yeah, it was a fun one. It certainly was, and the drop kick was not even perfectly executed. Any half decent executed drop kick will always get a chuckle from me because it's such a wrestling move.
Sure, okay.
Do it in real life to anyone, and you're fucked. I'm just saying, do a drop kick to someone, unless you are incredibly quick or you fucking clock them in the face and knock them out with it. It's a bad move to do.
It is, yeah. It just leaves you completely vulnerable because you're about to hit the ground at full force.
Yeah,
even if you do kick someone.
Yeah, it's like a lot of kicks, even if it's a jumping kick, you'll usually still have one foot firmly on the floor, Yeah. Or, prepared to immediately land and get back into your fighting stance. I'm not an expert martial artist, guys. I don't know a lot about it, but it doesn't take 2 fucking brain cells to figure out that a drop kick is not a practical move in a real fight.
Yeah, like even a one-footed flying kick, you've got the other foot to steady yourself and prepare yourself for landing with.
And even then, flying kicks aren't a good idea. You're better off doing like spinning kicks.
Yeah. Like, don't kick someone in the head. Your hand is closer.
As long as you connect, by the way, because a spinning kick is also bad if you do a full spin, because it means you're turning your back on your opponent, which is never clever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Anyway, let's get to the weakest link, shall we? Because we cannot always talk about the good. Rick, what is yours?
Well, I watched the dub rather than the... I watched the English dub rather than the Japanese with the subs, and the dubs for some of the characters were not great.
What accents did they use?
They were all American.
Shame.
Yeah. Well, it's that, or they put like his really bad really bad Japanese accent on, which would just be borderline offensive. Nah, it would be. It would be actually pretty funny if they had like some, what's the current term for it? Like a Cockney roadman kind of ruffian accent.
Roadmen are basically the generic term for wannabe gangsters nowadays, I believe.
Sure, yeah, like a gangster ruffian accent would be pretty funny.
The reason I ask is because I remember old. Obviously, we didn't have subs back in the day. We'd get Yu-Gi-Oh, and it would be everyone's American, but because Buckaroo's from Kansai, he's got a British accent.
Yeah, Buckaroo's British. Yeah.
Which is a really I really admire, but it's such a nostalgia boner for me for dubs where it's like this guy's got I don't know if it's Kansai or not, but I feel like it is. That dialect is so distinct that it has to have a different accent in the dub.
Yeah, Kansai, they usually make it into like a
Southern.
Yeah, so like Southern and US one. In XL Saga, they make it Geordie for some reason.
Oh, never cross a Geordie boy, man.
But he speaks entirely in subtitles that just appear next to his head.
Weird, dumb, silly.
And it's great. It's great. And he also looks completely different as well.
Damn.
Like he's drawn in a completely different style that's like a humanized Jabba the Hutt compared to everyone else.
Okay, so it is just a big old joke then. They're taking
the piss. They're taking the piss out of him. Apart from his little sister, who looks completely normal.
Sure.
Oh boy, yeah. So it's that some of the voice actors weren't great, but that's to be expected. Like it wasn't the primary production, and therefore it doesn't take away from the overall quality of the production as it was intended to be viewed, which is in the Japanese with the sub. How about you? Do you have a weakest link?
Yeah, I'm going to be a real nitpicky with my weakest link because honestly, it was a good opening episode. Obviously, we don't know if it's a perfect adaptation. We've not seen the original, but it doesn't seem like they did anything egregious. So my weakest link is going to be like, I feel like they were compelled to do hour-long episodes and therefore they're smashing. Like, for example, if this was an anime, this would be like 3 or 4 episodes long.
Yeah, like I think there's 6 episodes of this, so
5.
Is it 5? Okay.
I know it's 5 because that's a weird fucking number of episodes to have.
Yeah. So if that's like 3 episodes each,
that's 15. That's a weird number of episodes to have for an anime too.
Yeah, like usually a short season is 12.
That's what I'm thinking.
So maybe it is basically a season of 12 stretched into 5-hour-long episodes with a few cuts made.
Do 4 episodes into 5. How many do you get? 20?
Yeah.
That seems about right.
Yeah, 20 is doable.
And
5 into 5 is 25. And that's one more than 24. So sometimes like things goes between 24 and 26, so 25 is exactly split in the middle. So yeah, there we are.
Jesus Christ, there's no way 5 episodes of content was forced into this, because if that's so, they cut out probably a lot of slice of life bullshit.
It might be like half episodes. I don't know. I don't know how it was set up in the originals.
Yeah, this is true. This is also very valid. Like, it definitely feels like minimum 2 episodes per episode, because it's a very you could see where it would stop.
But then again, you can also go by chapters. Like it could be 5 chapters worth of stuff that happened.
But that's weird because they're adapting something that's already been adapted to television.
Yeah,
so
I guess.
Why wouldn't you? It would be easier to adapt the television product rather than straight from the book.
A lot of things respect both when they're doing something like this.
Okay, sure, but you understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah,
cool.
Like you'll go by the pacing that was set by the existing animation.
Exactly.
Rather
because
than
they've already done the work for you.
Yeah, you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
I'm going to break the wheel, says Daenerys Targaryen, and then doesn't.
Yeah.
Why have I reminded myself of that bullshit? Anyway, let's end on a highlight, shall we, Rick? Who is getting your MVP award today?
I'm giving it to Kubawara because, like, his journey from shitheel to respectable was palpable within this episode.
I kind of get you, but like even from his initial viewing, he didn't seem like a shitheel. He just seemed like someone who wanted a scrap.
Yeah, he was a rough and tumble prick to begin with. Yusuke already, you know that he had the heart of gold because, the opening shot first of all, but also we saw him roughing up bad guys, whereas Kubawara was just like there for a scrap. And you saw like the mounting chivalrousness of him going against the bully once Yusuke was gone, and then like defending people when the fire was down. Yeah,
the defending thing I'll grant you, but the initial point of contention is, hey, this is a wake for someone he considered a
rival.
A rival, exactly. And you're basically shaking down people for money that's meant to be offered to him and or his family. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I agree with that, but I also think that it speaks well of his character to a degree.
Sure.
So yeah, that's why Kubawara gets it from me. How about you? Who's going to be your MVP for today?
I mean, I'm going to give it to Wardrobe.
Yeah.
Because like I've not seen anything from the manga or the anime, but like the uniforms looked good. They Jesus Christ, the creme de la creme was the Italian Japanese gangster that you pointed out. Like just
perfect. Yeah. It's just the perfect blend of just the facial
that had nothing to do with Wardrobe.
Oh yeah, but like so that was partly the actor as well then. So it was just you could see it in his costume, and you could see it in his mannerisms. That was just great.
But yeah, that was a highlight. He looked really good. He stood out from the crowd, making it very obvious immediately that all right, he might not be important, but he is important. What's his fucking name?
Yeah, Kubawara, and I don't know the name of the rose guy, but the one with the rose whip. Those are pretty good and pretty faithful adaptations of what I remember from 20 years ago on a DS game
with stick figures.
Yes.
Like, I remember that game as well because I got it and was disappointed because I was like, why is everybody a stick figure? It's why. It's make no sense. And it's like, oh, so we can actually have a game. Okay, whatever. But yeah, his outfit was good. It was very blue. It stood out in every single scene. And yeah, the final team of guys, they looked cool. You could tell the ninja was a ninja. The Rose Man, who looks like a very attractive lady, looks cool. Mm-hmm. The CG wasn't awful on the devil guy.
Yeah, it looked okay. So I'll be interested to see what that guy is. Because I don't know anything about him.
I think we're well aware of that fact. Like, I think everyone listening to this who's probably watched or read or done anything for Yu Yu Hakusho is probably like, these two don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And
oh yeah. This is Oogly Boogly. He's like the fourth member of the Straw Hats.
And I feel like we've been very upfront with the fact that we don't know shit about fuck. So,
oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. But yeah, that brings us to a close today, guys. Thanks for listening and or watching. As always, we've got the comment section down below on YouTube. Tell us what you thought of Yu Yu Hakusho, the live action adaptation. More importantly, tell us if they fucked it, because we don't know. It felt good watching it. The story beats were fine. It certainly felt like it was probably faithful, but we don't know that for a fact, so let us know there. Give us suggestions for future episodes. Obviously, we're doing live action anime month, so we'll probably take some time getting to it if it's not something we can reasonably do for that theme. Alternatively, you can send us an email at nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Absolutely. So yeah, join us again next week where we're going to watch something that at least one of us has some knowledge about, but we're not going to give away the game just yet. You'll have to join us again next week. See you guys.
Bye everybody.